Kayaking or canoeing down the Mountain Fork River is one of the most delightful activities around Broken Bow Lake. This is a fantastic way to go out on the water and have a wonderful day exploring the river. Before you go ahead with Broken Bow kayaking, continue to read this article. We will share more details on what it is all about. Where is Broken Bow Lake? Broken Bow, Oklahoma, has never been more tempting than it is now, with its pure beauty, deep wildness, and sweeping seclusion. People from all over the country, including Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana, have been coming to Broken Bow Lake and Beavers Bend State Park in recent weeks in quest of peace, adventure, and a smidgen of luxury. This is where Blue Beaver Luxury Cabins comes into play. You can find some luxurious cabins in the area. Each cabin is semi-secluded and well-furnished and is only minutes away from apparently infinite midday activity opportunities, such as Broken Bow kayaking, hiking, and fishing. The lower Mountain Fork River, possibly the state's most popular whitewater stream, will get the most of our focus today. Greater than read, is traveling a hobby? The ultimate guide to an exciting way of life. Greater than learn about the downsides of traveling as a hobby. Where can you go kayaking in the Broken Bow Lake? To begin, go to Beavers Bend River Floats in Broken Bow, Oklahoma, which is the closest outfitter to Beavers Bend State Park, and also close to Beavers Bend Creative Escapes cabins. They'll provide you with canoes or kayaks and take you upstream on a shuttle. Is it possible to rent kayaks in Finger Lakes? To explore the lakes and the water path, rent a kayak, paddleboard, or canoe. Watercraft rentals for the whole day may be arranged in advance by clicking here. Select Recreation Rental from the category of Activity drop-down menu, then Finger Lakes State Park. There are approximately a dozen outfitters that hire kayaks or, on rare instances, offer guided services. A few firms stand out among the others. Tip a Canoe and Ambush give complimentary hot dogs, Skip a Rock offers full-day guided outings, while Cowboy Canoe and Ambush offer rentals starting at $25. To discover more about each renowned Broken Bow kayaking business, click on the links below. What are the characteristics of Class 2 rapids? Novice Whitewater Class 2. Simple rapids with large, obvious channels that are visible even without reconnaissance. Although some maneuvering may be necessary on occasion, boulders and medium-sized waves are readily overlooked. Mountains you can find around Broken Bow Lake. Broken Bow is located at a unique crossroads between the Red River Valley and the Ouachita Mountains. The Red River Valley is considered rich, but the Ouachita Mountains are sandstone ridges that are regarded the toughest ground in Oklahoma. Is it possible to tube the river at Broken Bow? You'll want to depart early in the morning so you can be on the river by midday. If you want to float to the waterfall, it will take you around 4 hours. It takes 6 to 7 hours to get to the bridge. Is it possible to kayak on the Keuka Outlet? The only Finger Lake that empties into another is Keuka, which makes kayaking along the Keuka Lake Outlet on the eastern branch one of the area's most popular day outings. This 7-mile canoe or kayak trip links the communities of Penn Yan and Dresden on Lake Keuka and Seneca Lake, respectively. Do you need a boating license to kayak? Is it necessary to get a license to paddle a canoe or kayak? It is not necessary to have a pleasure craft operator card. You do not need to complete any courses or carry a plastic card if you are self-propelled. Simply enjoy your liberty in a responsible manner. What is it like to go ahead with Broken Bow kayaking? On Lake Ontario, only the most experienced kayakers should try to paddle. To explore the lake's shorelines, look for protected coves, beaches, bays, and inner harbors. Make sure the weather is favorable for a paddling expedition before venturing out on the lake. Before you go, there are a few things you should know. There are 2 public boat ramps on Broken Bow Lake that provide access to motorboats, sailboats, and smaller boats for people interested in exploring the lake. Kayaks and canoes are also allowed. Carsons Creek Area Boat Ramp is a good option if you're carrying your own boat. If you want to hire a boat, Beavers Bend Marina offers a range of options available, including houseboats and jet skis. Tips to keep in mind before you go with Broken Bow kayaking? Swimmers can see their toes when treading water at Broken Bow Lake because the water is so clear and pristine. Broken Bow Lake is naturally deep, 185, since it is bordered by and inside the expansive Kiamichi Mountains. Broken Bow Lake has the world record for largemouth bass, 14.7 pounds. You can correctly set sail in a sailboat without going to the ocean due to wind patterns and the north to south orientation of the lake. Broken Bow Lake was produced by the Mountain Fork River and is still nourished by it, although it was built and filled in 1970. There are 180 miles of beachfront with 100-foot tall pines. Broken Bow, Nebraska, was named for the Choctaw Lumber Company Barons Herman and Fred Dirks, who helped establish the town in the beginning. Final words. A plethora of hiking routes around Broken Bow Lake, including waterfalls, towering trees, rock formations, and animal life. The Friends Trail is quickly becoming a local favorite, although it is still quite empty. Beavers Bend State Park, only a few miles away, with 3,482 acres of magnificent hiking trails and natural adventure just waiting to be discovered. Broken Bow Lake is surrounded by the picturesque communities of Broken Bow and Hochatown, so there's much to do when you come. Keep these tips in mind and go ahead with getting the best experience with Broken Bow kayaking.